Which ones of the two paintings do you prefer, A or B? My second attempt to paint Aurora Borealis, Northern Lights, and I'm using acrylic paints, titanium white, rose red, ultramarine blue, and ivory black. And I'm starting off with blending in the different colors in the background, and you can see I'm fading from very light towards darker on the top. So first titanium white and rose red mixed together, slowly moving onwards to only red, and then mixing in a little bit of ultramarine blue, and then I will be adding a little bit of black on the top. Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Charlotta and I run a lot of art tutorials and painting tutorials on my channel. But I'm also currently 6 months pregnant, so I will be sharing a lot of that journey as well here on my channel. So the two will be mixed up on different playlists. And if this is something that you want to take part of, if you want to follow the journey, or if you want to just focus on the paintings, I hope that you will hit the subscribe and join my channel. I've been sharing videos here on my channel about shining your light and serving from your highest purpose, and these might be terms that are a bit blurry. Now, what does it actually mean to shine your light and serve from your highest purpose? I think it's very trendy to use terms like don't dim to fit in and shine your light, shine bright, things like this. But have you really sat down and thought about what it means to you personally in your life? This is something that I think about quite often, and sometimes I do need to sit down and go through a checklist to see if I am actually following my bigger purpose, and am I evolving, am I growing? That's a big part of shining from your highest self, serving from your highest self, because we are constantly evolving. We will never be the same. Yesterday has gone, and today is a new day. Today is a new what you experienced yesterday will change who you are today, and what happens today will change who you are tomorrow. And if we continuously work on our inner and our mindsets and our thoughts, we will continue to rise and to higher our standards for our highest self. I believe that you have a higher purpose and a higher reason for being on planet Earth. I believe we all do. I think sometimes in life we just get too busy and we stop focusing on the bigger reasons for us being here on Earth. We kind of just get on with the day-to-day life that keeps us busy. Drinks with friends after work, or laundry and cooking for the kids. But when I speak about having a higher purpose, I don't mean that everyone has to be the next Martin Luther King or Mother Teresa. I think we impact the world around us every day, even if we don't think about it. But when we do it consciously, we can do it from a higher level. And this is why I also believe in self-development, in spending time on your own without other people impacting your thoughts, or media telling you what to think, or friends and family pushing their opinions upon you. I think we all need to spend time on our own, meditate and connect with our inner to find that voice that we want to share with the world. Another way to find clarity and to hear your inner voice more clear is to journal and write down your thoughts. I also do a lot of, as you know, painting, and while I paint, I meditate my mind. I take zero pressure for how the painting turns out, and kind of just try to empty my mind as I play along with the color, and what will be will be. Here, as you can see, I am working on Aurora Borealis, Northern Lights, and this is only my second attempt to create these, but it's not really about the painting itself, it's more about the process and how I feel afterwards. And even though I don't take pressure on creating the perfect pictures and perfect paintings, I do always want to improve my skills, and that is why I also look at my paintings afterwards and I try to find ways to improve next painting. So this is my second attempt to make Northern Lights, and it's not my last. I will keep growing from here. I think in the next one I won't make the line so strong. I will blend the colors to go both upwards and downwards and stuff like that. But I mean, we will never reach perfection, and we can always grow and learn from our last practice. So here you can see me pulling and dropping the paint and just creating some sort of a wave of Northern Lights moving around on the sky. And I add a little moon there in the middle as well. Now you can choose what colors you want to use for your Northern Lights. I am gonna make this one into a green one, but you can also make it magenta, pink, purple, even light blue, or just leave it white or yellow. Anything goes. Whatever you feel like painting in this moment, go for that. There is no right or wrong in art. Now going back to what I was speaking about earlier, is the reason why I think it is so important to look for your purpose and look for those things that makes you shine brighter from within. True happiness is because when we don't have a bigger purpose, I believe that is the beginning of depression. And if you ever felt depressed, have you thought about where it came from? Because it's so easy to kind of just go to a therapist or psychologist and get medication for it. But have you thought about it on a deeper level? What is it that I am feeling so upset about right now? And what is my bigger purpose? What do I want to do? Because someone who is burning with passion for something won't feel depressed. You'll feel like jumping out of bed and going for it because you got so much clarity and you know what you want to do. Now, this doesn't mean that I or anyone would be happy all the time. And far from it, I don't think we are meant to be happy all the time. We all got days when we feel like we feel low or we feel frustrated or, but these are the days that leave the clues for what area we need to grow in. And these are the things that are stopping us from reaching the next level. And I also think that we need these kind of days. We need triggers, because they are the biggest clues on where we need to grow next and what is standing in our way. So don't feel bad about feeling bad sometimes. I think this happiness culture that we should avoid all negative thoughts and everything like you should never be sad, I think that is getting in the way of really growing, because there is nothing wrong with feeling sadness, but it's bad if you suppress it or if you don't learn from it and you don't look at what this sadness is there to tell you. So next time you feel really triggered, angry, upset, frustrated, try not to switch the emotion straight away, but look at the feeling and ask yourself where it came from and what you can learn from it. In my case, normally the times when I feel low and I feel like my energy is sinking or I don't have that spark that I'm living for is when I haven't been evolving or growing in any way for a while, and I've been standing still and not really getting anywhere. I don't know if you know this about me, but I was never employed in one job for longer than a year, because whenever I felt like I am not learning anything here and there is no space to grow, I always moved on to the next thing. Not until I became self-employed and started running my own show as I stayed employed for the same person, which is myself. So I think that is why being an entrepreneur has worked so well for me, is because there is no one standing in my way of my own growth or what I want to do in my business, or what I want whenever I want to take time off, I take time off. Whenever I want to develop something, I can develop something. And yeah, you never really get bored in that sense. And just like in my paintings as well, you can see me sometimes testing new things. I'm not afraid of making mistakes. If I need to fix it, I'll fix it. You can always paint over it. And if it doesn't work out, I'll start from a new, fresh canvas, white canvas, and make new plans and try again. The faster you make mistakes, the faster you will grow. And I don't believe in mistakes really. It's just kind of part of the process of learning and growing. And if you are too afraid of making mistakes, you won't move forward. And you can see here as well, my paintings they are far from perfect. And there are always things that I look at and think, okay, I can improve that for next time. But it is where I am right now, and I am happy to learn and grow. And now I'm taking out, what was that? Lemon yellow. Started adding some yellow to the Northern Lights. And I go back and forth. First I thought I'll leave the Northern Lights just white. But then when I made the waterfall and the clouds, I thought the Northern Lights they blend in too much with the rest. It's too much white in the painting. So that's why I later on decided to add a green layer to it. So that's another thing that I want to remind you guys of. If you are a painter and if you're trying to paint the Northern Lights, that is, keep going and keep adding layers, and if it doesn't work out, you can paint over it. Don't try to make the perfect pictures, because the more pressure you put on yourself, I think the worse it gets. And don't give up too easily. Keep working on it. And if you need to start over, there's nothing bad with starting over. You always learn something from a painting. So here you can see I'm blending in, I'm using the blend brush again, and I'm blending in the shades into the waterfall, and I made it a bit darker so that it looks like the water is falling down and splashing on the bottom level. Now going back to self-development, here are a few good questions that you can ask yourself and answer on a note. You don't have to answer in the comments below because it's quite personal. So if you have a paper and a pen, you could write down these questions and take your time and think about the answers. The first question is, where do I spend my time? And is it moving me towards where I want to be in the future? Or is it slowing me down from getting there? Question 2. When you look at the people around you, are they supportive of your growth? Or are they slowing you down? And last question is, which inner beliefs do you hold on to that stand in the way of where you're heading? And which beliefs do you need to replace them with? What is more beneficial for your growth? Now this video is a little bit longer than my usual videos, and if anyone is actually still watching, either for the painting purpose or just listening to my thoughts, I would love to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. Either if you're working on a painting with Northern Lights, how did yours turn out? Are you making one now, or did you get inspired to make one? Let me know in the comment sections. And if you have thoughts on self-development and being a work in progress, never really arriving because life is unending learning, let me know your thoughts down below as well, as I love hearing from you guys. And I read every single comment that you send in. And you know what? The reason why this video is so long is the one that I posted before this, the first Northern Light painting. I made a short one, so it was less than 1 minute. And I've got 2 comments, one from Johnny Young and one from Leedy. And Johnny was like that she loves the painting, but the video was so short. And Leedy said that she was checking her computer, there was something wrong because the video ended so quickly. So now, to respond to those 2 comments, here is an 18-minute long Aurora Borealis painting tutorial, along with some thoughts that I thought to share with you guys. So I do hope that you've enjoyed this video, and if anyone is still watching, let me know with a comment below what you thought. So what's coming up in the next videos are, I'm gonna do a boohoo haul with maternity clothes because my bump is ever growing and I needed to get some new clothes because I can barely fit in my old clothes anymore because this baby is just growing and growing and growing. So I'm gonna share that haul with you guys in upcoming videos, and also a couple of reviews are coming up. We have a gender reveal to do, and I'm gonna show you some cute baby clothes. So baby clothes haul is coming up. Also a third Aurora Borealis painting is coming up. What else do we have? Oh yeah, I'm also gonna make a video on baby scrapbooking and die cutting without a machine. And also next time I see my doctor, I'm gonna ask if I'm allowed to dye my hair because the roots are getting so long. So let's see if I can make a video out of that as well. I'm seeing my doctor next week, so updates are coming. But hey guys, thank you so much for watching all the way till the end. I do hope that you got something out of it, and maybe it made you think, or maybe you disagree completely and you are more aware of your own thoughts right now, which is great as well. Share them as well down below, and I shall see you in next video. Ha det bra guys! Love you, bye!